All right, I am at 112 Tacoma. This is a really nice setting in Thurmont. This is a very small old town in the northeast corner. You are almost to Pennsylvania. You go past one little town, Emmitsburg, above this, and you are almost in Gettysburg. What you're seeing there over there is what's referred to as the Catoctin Mountains. There's a huge state park over there. This is if we went up in a drone right here, you're kind of in the middle of a residential neighborhood here, but this is not an HOA neighborhood. There's a couple of different sections built at a couple of different times. The house shows a little bit bigger than I would have thought from what we saw from the single photo, but kind of a little quirky little layout inside in terms of what's inside the house. As you can see behind you, you got some newer construction. Like I said, there's a couple of different segments of this neighborhood as you're walking through it. This should be a real step, not just pieces of wood laid in front of the stone. The VA would probably say something about that. The exterior wood looks pretty good for the most part. We do have what's referred to as carpenter bees here, but I don't see any holes or see them buzzing around. But it has been really cold the last couple of days, and they tend to be docile. I know because I have them on my deck. First thing that I would notice when you come in here, these people are definitely smokers. They do not smoke inside the house, but they absolutely do smoke. I can smell it just off of the furniture and stuff like that. It's very obvious. It's not overpowering. If you got all their stuff out of here and painted this place, would probably be in better shape. Skylights, I would definitely want somebody to look at for those for you guys. Obviously, in a home inspection, they would get up on the roof, but those are older. And what's referred to as the boots, kind of like the plastic part, as you go around those, can be a problem. So you come down the little hallway here, you come into the full bath. This is the only bathroom on the main level. Don't love that the hall bath would be your primary bath. They started doing a tile job and stopped. You can tell that they're older. They're using a chair in here. Everything's in okay shape, but definitely time for a little bit of updating. Bedroom 1. Again, you got older wood frame windows. They all seem fine for the most part, but again, like other houses we've talked about or seen, it's going to be coming up sooner rather than later. Decent sized bedroom would be obviously okay for the kids. This is your primary bedroom back here. Probably about the same size, honestly. And you got the window into the garage. From there, there is no entrance to the garage from inside the house, which is a little odd. Kitchen cabinetry seems to be in decent shape. A little bit older, could use a coat of paint. The laminate flooring in here is nice. They have this just hung up. There's no window or anything there. They have that window blocked by the table, which is weird. I would personally wouldn't be doing that. Back deck. Again, great views of the mountain. Do not love the above ground pool. These are a pain in the butt to maintain. The VA does not love these. But you do have a decent sized yard here. This is all you, this direction. Into the garage, 57 Chevy, very cool. So you got room for it. Here's the window that you could see from the bedroom out to here, but you do have a garage space here. They don't have any sort of lift or anything on that. You're just rolling it up by hand. Obviously, at some point, somebody was working or doing stuff out here. They put in an air conditioner. Again, here's the door they have blocked off with the grill and everything. Kind of weird. Again, another door that's blocked off. Kind of weird. My general opinion is they just kind of have too much stuff in here. I would have much less furniture in this house if this was mine. So the stairwell over here that goes up and down, it's just an old school metal frame. They have this up because they're putting up a new bar here so somebody doesn't slip through there. But this is not the securest thing. I would not be bringing any heavy furniture up this to this platform, but you could use this as another bedroom, guest room, something like that. You got a little bit of storage here underneath both sides, but they have both of these painted shut. I'm just trying them again. Ugh. You can see kind of some storage space under there. It's insulated. It is really hot in there, even though it's cold today. So it's definitely going to retain some heat in the summer for sure. Back down the step. Now going to the basement level. Old school laminate, old school wood paneling. First thing I thought when I came down these steps is this smells like my grandmother's old house. They have the wood, the bar framed in with the brick, wood top. Do like that. If you painted this basement white, could definitely neutralize it. So this wood stove probably has the ability to heat this entire house. It definitely smells down here with like a little bit of wood. They definitely use this with some regularity. Kind of weird how they have the window coming into like this side entrance under the deck where they're pulling the tractor. Again, just way too much furniture down here. They have this place piled up. This has got a piece of glass that broke on the one side, and they have this blocked in. I don't want to open this and go out this door, but again, here's a space under the deck. Newer outside unit for the HVAC also has been replaced in here. Older hot water heater that is very small for this house, but you do have a separate washer dryer. Got a storage room. Again, here's the paint system that's been done, and then you have another full bath in here that's done, but got it on one thing, not framed in great at the bottom, kind of a do-it-yourself job. And you got a really tight shower space here. So this house is a lot older than the townhouses I visited for you all. Definitely needs a little bit of updating, love and care, but really nice setting overall. I like where this sits in the neighborhood. I love the views of the mountains and how close you are to that kind of stuff. You're 5 minutes from a grocery store that's in Thurmont. Everything you need's within 5-10 minutes of here, and you're against the grain of traffic for the most part going to and from Fort Detrick. So there is some stuff I like about this place. Overall, just going to need a little more work than the ones I visited.